In today's video, I'm going to show you how to pull with a range slot item. Now there's two kind of range slot items. There are bows and there are throwing knives and throwing instruments. Today's video is going to focus on throwing instruments because, well, bows are just pretty much self-explanatory. And also this is a common question I get asked a lot. People that have rogues and they want to throw with a knife, or they have a monk, they want to throw with a throwing item. They need this video, and so this video is for you. Okay, so I have a berserker here, and this berserker is going to use a well-balanced throwing knife. As you can see here, it sits in the range and ammo slot. So what you have to do is first you have to make the item, and generally you will make your arrows or whatever, whether fletching kit or however have you, make them, put them in the range slot, and put an ammo slot like this. This way they're both in there. Now the next thing you have to do is you have to go in and change your settings in your INI file. And for a melee class to throw, this is really important. Because the reason why you want to throw and pull with these is because you don't want to have to run all the way up to the mob and then run all the way back and have the mob biting on your back and you taking damage. You just want to be able to throw like this. It's much, much faster. So let's go in, and here's a directory again. You can see the directory all the way down here. Mine on the test server, so yours may be a little different. It may say MQ2 live release macros. Go into this one. If you need to know how to create your base macro, go back a few videos and check that one out on how to install and how to get it started. And he just got in the way. So let's go back and go to that. Now that you've got your file, this is the name of your character, matches the name of your character. See KissAssist _ name of your character, which is this character. Now we're going to open up the file that you've created. You have to run that with KissAssist like that. Okay, so you'll make a hotkey for this. I've gone over that in the previous video. Go ahead and check that out. The most important areas, you only need to know a couple things, and that is this area first. You want to change this. Now, if you're going to be the tank and the puller, then just set it to puller and the tank. If you're, say, like a rogue and you're not going to be the tank and somebody else is going to be the tank, just set it to puller. So this part here, very, very important. If you want your character to come back to camp, put this in there. So you need these two things. This area is really important. As long as you get this here, you're all good. So remember these two lines, puller, roll is puller tank, and return to camp. And keep in mind, I'll repeat it one more time, if you are a class like a monk and you're not going to be the tank, just set it to puller. You'll have your other characters support you. Okay, now let's see, let's go to the next section. The next section that's very, very important to this is down here. This is it right there. So you see how I've got it set up. If you look over to the right, I've got the well-balanced throwing knife in the range slot, and then I have the ammo in the next slot here. This has to be done like this. It'll usually say pull with, melee, but if you change it to this, it'll be good. Now what I'm going to do is bring up the website that's going to show you. In this website right here, it's going to go ahead and show you what the variables are right in here. See how this goes? If you've got something like Dragon Force, or an AA or combat ability, you can pull with that. If you're going to pull with something summoned, or like how I'm using a range side item, it looks like this here, and this is what it will look like. Okay, and if you're going to pull with a bow, it will see the bow will sit in the range slot. You put in the bow right here, name of the bow, and you'll put in the ammo type, which is ethereal arrow. And if you're going to pull with the pet, you can pull with the pet. But that's for another video on pet pulling. That can actually get kind of interesting. Okay, let's go back to this, and let's go back to this, and now we've done this here. Next thing, of course, your radius is 350. That's quite a ways away. What you want to do is check. Click on this with MQ2 running. You'll see he's at 309. This is out of the range of your item here. The range is only 250. So what the character will do is it'll try to close the distance so it gets in range until it gets LOS, and it'll fire on him. Okay, and these guys will all get them, and it'll go and execute an attack at the same time. So let's go ahead and get this going. We're going to save this, and if you've watched the previous videos, you know how to change a few of these settings, but this will get you started right away. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is we're going to go back. We're going to create two keys. And this will load the macro up. Now, if you haven't made your base kiss assist file yet, this thing here, or if it hasn't been made, go back a video and make sure you run that first. Okay, this one is going to be the end. Okay, and you're just going to go like this. So these are your two hotkeys. This will start your macro. This will end your macro right here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and target our cells. We're going to run this. Okay, here we go. And it's running. There goes the pull. Bang. Okay, what happened to kill him? You get the idea. And so that's what it... And he killed him right there. So here he goes, another one. Whack. And unfortunately, this Berserker is just a little too awesome for them. He's hitting him for 1,500. But you get the idea. Look at this. Bam. But this would actually be a pull. And it will wait another 5 seconds. You see the range up there, 198. And it'll go ahead and start pulling these after 5 seconds. There comes another one. And he's dead. So you're getting the idea. With a weaker character, it would pull and the mob would come and you start fighting it. But in this case, this guy is going to just go ahead and kill everything. There he goes. Now watch. It's closing distance. See how it closes the distance? And whack. It got him. And it'll just go and it'll stop navigation. So basically that's how it goes. You get the idea. You can see here it's cleared everything within this area. There's some guys like this here. You can take him and it can re-nav like this. It'll find the next target and it's this guy's gonna be the victim. And bam, he's gonna get it. There we go, he got hit. So this is what it does. Just keep in mind it will pull like this. This demonstration is to show you. See the ammo is going down to 94. It's down to 100, so you have to realize what's going to happen. He's cleared the whole area out. She's cleared the whole area out here, and now she'll just wait 5 minutes. As soon as 5 seconds, as soon as more mobs come in, she'll go ahead and pull that. So once again, let's go over this, and you just have to picture this in your area that you're playing. Puller tank is the key here. Make sure you got puller tank here. Make sure you got return to camp, unless you want to just keep going, and then you want to go all the way down to here. And you get the pull. This is the key. And I showed you over there in the Kiss Assist info where you can set it up to pull with whatever. You can have a bow. For example, if you're going to do a bow, the bow would go in this part right here. Remember the pipe there, separating well-balanced throwing knife. There's a pipe. When the pipe is above the enter key, you hit shift and click the thing above the enter key. It has a backslash. And then separate the pipe and put the ammo type. So once again, object that's using the range thing, whether that be a bow or throwing knife, and type of ammo right there. Looks like we got more business. Here we go. Bang. And look at that. It just goes like that. Very, very nice. So pick a nice area like this, an open area that you can pull with, and you can throw with a throwing knife. It's also good to, here we go again. It's really nice watching this. And whoops, there we go. My knife slipped out of my hand and it threw it. And you're dead. Don't mess with me. And that's how it goes. So once again, let's just review real quick. These the radius is set to whatever you want. Just target the mobs the way you want. You want to put the instrument's gonna to throw the projectile, and the projectile, which is your ammo right here. That's all you need to do. It's not really clear. Some people have trouble, but I wish all of you luck with this and enjoy it. I prefer having the tank pull with a range item like this rather than running up to it. This is even good in dungeons. You want to do this if you possibly can, because the more running around you do, the more time it takes to get to the mob, and it reduce your efficiency, all sorts of things. Look at this. It's just going to get up and it's going to fire again. There we go. Here comes the snake. Takes a little while and you're dead. Just like that. Okay, good luck everybody, and I hope you have fun doing this and getting together. This will get you going with your tank pulling.